Welcome to the Green Hat Local SEO Podcast, where Kyle Sabra delivers hard-hitting, actionable tips and strategies to help business owners dominate their local market and crush the competition. Kyle's no-holds-barred approach cuts through the noise of traditional SEO, focusing on battle-tested tactics that deliver real results. He's here to arm you with the tools you need to skyrocket your rankings, generate more leads, and grow your business online. If you're tired of hearing the same old SEO nonsense and want to learn the truth, this is the podcast for you. Get ready to put on your green hats and learn SEO secrets the other guys can't handle. Now, here's your host, Kyle Sabra.
Hi, this is Kyle Sabra from Green Hat Local SEO, and in this episode of the Green Hat Local SEO podcast, I want to talk about something that I actually just encountered with an SEO audit, and something that I find people are still a little confused about, and that is keyword cannibalization, especially as it pertains to local SEO. So with keyword cannibalization, what this is basically Google really only wants to rank one page on your site for a specific keyword or topic. A few years ago, they went through this big deduplication of the search results, which basically means that for every search result, they wanted to give a maximum amount of diversity, showing a bunch of different websites rather than just one website, writing a bunch of articles on the same topic and then ranking that website multiple times for the same keyword. And one of the ways that they do this is by kind of limiting the amount of what we call page rank, or kind of like ranking power that goes to a site. And the way I tell it to people is think of it as, you have two people and one apple. If both people want the apple, then you got to cut it in half and give each of them half of it. The same thing goes for SEO. Basically, Google only wants to give a website so much ranking power for each keyword. And if a website has two pages that are about the same keyword, that are roughly about the same strength, then Google's going to give each of those pages half the amount of ranking power. They each both get half of the apple. And what happens when these pages cannibalize each other and each only get about 50% of the ranking power that they would otherwise be getting? Then neither of them rank, right? Then what happens is your competitors are going to outrank you. And this counts for organic and not so much maps. But this counts, this is still a worry if you're trying to rank in cities outside of like your 5-mile radius, or if you're trying to rank for informational content. So if you have multiple pages, right? Like let's say you have your homepage talk about, SEO, or we'll say your homepage, we'll say you're a plumber. Your homepage is called, is targeting the keyword plumber in Anaheim, right? And then you have an inner page called plumbing services in Anaheim, right? Well, both of those are trying to rank for the same keyword, plumber in Anaheim. And what's going to happen is if you've optimized both of those for the same keyword, then neither of them are going to rank. And I see this time and time and time again, to where somebody will try to optimize the homepage of their website for their main keyword and service and location, which you shouldn't be doing anyway. And then their SEO company comes along and creates an inner page targeting that same keyword, and then their rankings drop. And they're like, well, what the fuck? What's going on? What happened? And then they just kind of throw up their hands and like, well, fuck it, SEO doesn't work. And it's because of this really easily avoidable thing, which is, again, keyword cannibalization. So make sure that when you're doing your website, one, your homepage is optimized for your brand, not for any particular geo area or service. And two, just go through your pages and make sure that each page is only targeting one specific topic or one specific service in a specific area. And this can easily be checked in Search Console, right? If Search Console is basically Google trying to give us all the information that we need in order to create better SEO and in order to rank better. And if you're confused about or worried about if you are cannibalizing your own pages, then what you can do is go to Search Console, type in the keyword that you're afraid that you're cannibalizing, whether it's like, plumber in Anaheim or electrician in Redondo Beach, something like that. And then what we do is we'll see, okay, so we type this in, we're going to see what pages are getting impressions for that keyword. Not necessarily clicks, but impressions. And if we have two pages that are within basically 25% of each other in impressions, then we know those pages are most likely cannibalizing each other. So if we have one page with like 1,000 impressions last month for the keyword, again, plumber in Anaheim, and one page is for 750 impressions for the keyword plumber in Anaheim, then we know they're probably cannibalizing each other, right? Because they're targeting the same keyword and they're showing up about 50% of the time. And then the other thing you got to look at too is, okay, are either of these pages not ranking as high as I want them to, even though I know that I've done the on-page SEO well and I've got the backlinks going to the page. So if you have one page with 1,000 impressions and say it's ranking number 2, right? Plumber Anaheim, you're ranking number 2. And you have another page with 750 impressions and it's ranking, say, spot 30. Well, then even though both are targeting the same keyword, Google is obviously favoring one over the other, which is why it's ranking page, spot number 2, and the other one's ranking spot number 30. So you really don't need to worry about keyword cannibalization at that point. So what you could do is the weaker page, the one that's ranking in spot 30, you can just do a 301 redirect over to the stronger page. And this way, you're still conserving any sort of link juice that's going to that page, any internal links. Are going to be still routed properly, and you won't have any broken links, and you're getting all the ranking power. But let's say that you have, again, one page with 1,000 impressions, one page with 750 impressions, and then one's ranking in spot 15 and one ranking in spot 25. And you know that you've done the on-page SEO correctly, and you know that you've got the backlinks going to that page, and you know that you've got the correct schema, but you still can't figure out why they're not ranking. It's because of keyword cannibalization. So what do you do in that case? Well, again, you have to figure out which one is Google really favoring. Whichever one Google likes more, the one that's ranking higher, the one that's getting the most impressions, you want to keep that one. And then you take the weaker one, the one that's ranking lower, or the one that's getting fewer impressions, and then 301 redirect that to the stronger page, right? You don't want to kill these completely. You don't want to remove them, so it's a 404, because you put work into both of them, right? And both pages are probably getting backlinks, and both pages are probably getting internal links. And if you remove that completely, if you 404 that, well, then your internal links are going to be broken, which is going to piss a lot of people off if they're trying to get to that page. And also, all the backlinks that you just built are going to waste, right? So you want to 301 redirect that page to the stronger one, so you can serve all that SEO juice, so you can serve all that time and budget that you just poured into it, right? And this is a really easy way to solve any sort of keyword cannibalization. So how do you check for this if you don't know if you have any? Well, one way that you can do it is check your sitemap. If you have two pages targeting the same keyword in the title, then those are at risk for cannibalization. And oftentimes, again, I'll see this to where the homepage is trying to rank for something like Plumber in Anaheim, and then the SEO team or the freelancer creates an internal page called SEO or called Plumber in Anaheim, or they will put Plumber in Anaheim on every single title page, right? So it's on the home page, it's on the About Us page, on the Contact Us page, on an internal page, it's on the page for the bio page for the plumber. There's no fucking reason for that, right? So go through your sitemap and check and see if there's keywords in the titles of any pages to where these pages are not supposed to be ranking for that keyword. And if they are, then you know you have to de-optimize those pages if you can't 301 redirect them. Like, for example, if you have your home page optimized for Plumber in Anaheim, and then your About Us page is also called Plumber in Anaheim and it's taking away impression share, well, you can't really 301 redirect that About Us page. So just remove it from the title, remove it from any body content, and de-optimize it that way so your homepage or whichever internal page starts to rank higher and get more impressions for that keyword. So doing this is only going to help for organic rankings. If you're at all worried about ranking outside of your 5-mile radius, which is kind of where Google stops most rankings for Google Maps, especially for near me searches, keyword cannibalization is going to help there. But keyword cannibalization, oddly enough, does not really affect Google Maps rankings itself. So if you're trying to rank in Google Maps and you're trying to rank for plumber near me, then creating 15 different pages about plumber near me or plumber in Anaheim, wherever you may be, isn't going to help your maps rankings at all, right? It's still one page for one topic, and that's what's going to help you rank higher in Google Maps. And creating more pages on that topic does not necessarily help Google understand you more. It's just going to waste everybody's time and piss everybody off, right? And it's going to hurt any sort of rankings that you're going to achieve in organic, and it's going to possibly lower the site quality score because Google thinks, well, Jesus, he's just written the same fucking thing about the same fucking keyword 10, 15, 20 times. This asshole isn't even trying. Fuck it, he just gets ranked lower everywhere because I don't want to deal with his shit, right? And that's what Google's going to think. So if you are trying to rank in maps and organic, one keyword, one topic per page, if you create more than one, then you're just going to cannibalize yourself. You're going to waste your money, and somebody like me is going to get really pissed off and have to clean it up later, and it's not going to help your maps rankings either. So that's about it for keyword cannibalization. This is the last episode of 2024. That's right. In 2025, we'll have new topics on local SEO and green hat SEO and more ideas for how you can rank and dominate in 2025. Again, my name is Kyle Sabra from Green Hat Local SEO, and I will talk to you guys later.